Hello, good morning students. Today I am going to explain your first chapter in physics for class 6. So our first chapter is matter. So before we are going to start the chapter, first we need to know what is matter. A thing that occupies space and has mass is known as matter. So that means matter is a thing that has or occupies space and has mass is known as matter. And here it is written, vacuum is not a matter. So vacuum, vacuum will not consider as a matter. Next we have, what is matter composed of or comprised of? The word matter is used to cover all the materials and substances, that is living and non-living, of which universe is composed of. So matter is what? It is composed of, or it is identifying material and substances that is belonging to living things and non-living things. Okay. Now if we say, in case of a building, every object is made up of tiny particles, is called atom. So the tiny particles, every object is made up of tiny particles, that is called atoms. Two or more atoms combine together to form molecules. So these are two important terms. You will get the explanation later after reading the chapter or next the chapter wise, and you will get clear idea about that. So these are called atoms and molecules, and a large number of molecules bind together to form the matter, which we can touch, see and feel. Therefore, building block of matter, so building block of all matter is the atom. Now next thing is given, states of matter. So what are the states of matter? Matter exists in three states: solid, liquid and gases. Solid, in case if we consider chair, table, bus, books. Liquid, water, milk, fruit juice, alcohol. Gas, substances like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, steam, these are all the gases. Now next, what we need to know, what are the characteristics of a solid? First of all, we know that it has a definite shape. Next, it has a definite volume. And what it has? It might get heaped. So it can be heaped. These are all characteristics of solid. It has definite shape, it has definite volume, it may get heaped. Next we have the characteristics of a liquid. What are the characteristics? Liquid has no definite shape but a definite volume. It has no definite shape, liquid has no definite shape, liquid has a definite volume. They have only one definite free surface. They have only one definite free surface. Which is on top of the vessel in which they are contained. They cannot be compressed. That is very important. Liquids cannot be compressed. Liquids always needs some container. So you know that which container, any container you keep the liquid, it will take the shape of the container. If we not provide any container to keep, it will flow. It will flow. Next we have characteristics of a gas. So what are the characteristics of a? They have no definite shape. First of all, they have no definite volume also. They have no definite shape. They have no definite volume. They have no free surface. They have no free surface. They can be compressed easily. We know that gas can be compressed easily. Now, we have a very common question. It can come. Why matter exists in 3 different states? This question can come. Matter consists of extremely small particles which do not visible to unaided eye. The smallest particle of matter which can exist independently is named molecule, with exception of few gases whose atoms are their independent entity. So the molecules are in the state of continuous motion. This motion does not stop with time. Due to the continuous motion, all the molecules have kinetic energy. The space in between the molecules, so the space in between the molecules are called intermolecular space. The molecules attract each other with a force. So here we'll get 2 things. One we get very important. Here one we get intermolecular space, and another will get intermolecular force. So the space in between the molecules is known as intermolecular space, and the molecules attract each other with a force. So the molecule attract each other with a force is called intermolecular force. The intermolecular force increases and as the intermolecular space decreases. So both are opposite to each other. The intermolecular force increases. So in case of any states of matter, if the intermolecular force increases, then the intermolecular space decreases, or vice versa. So I am giving you an example. When we heat ice or a solid, its molecules begin to move faster. So the molecules start moving faster and further apart until water reaches the liquid state. So the molecules begin to move faster and further until that particular solid reaches into the liquid. That means the liquid state. If we continue to heat the liquid, so after liquid state has come, if we continue to heat the liquid, the molecules move even faster and further. So the molecules can move faster and further more to become a water vapor. So how much this process is going on? Till the water goes liquid or the water convert into water vapor, which is a gas. So these are the interconversion of states of matter: solid to liquid, liquid to gas. Now here are some important points. Solid molecules are not free to change their position because they are tightly packed. You know that. Liquids are free to change their position within the liquid. So molecules are free. In case of liquid, molecules are free to change their position within the liquid. So the molecules cannot move apart. So the liquid, in case of liquid, molecules are free to change their position within the liquid. So the molecules cannot move apart. And in case of gas, molecules are free to move in all directions. So the molecules are free to move in all directions and can fill entire space. It can fill the entire space available to them. So we know that they need a container to hold gas, and another thing, gas has neither definite shape nor definite volume, so it can easily compressed. So it can be easily compressed because of maximum intermolecular space. Because of maximum intermolecular space. Now in our book already distinguishing properties of solid, liquid and gas already given. Few I am explaining. First of all, solid, it has a definite shape and definite volume. Liquid has definite shape but has not definite volume. Gases has neither definite shape nor volume. Position of the molecules of solid is fixed. In case of gas, liquid is not fixed. Molecules of liquid is not fixed. It can change their position within the liquid. Now only I said. And position of molecules of a gas is not fixed. The molecules can move freely in all directions. In all directions it can freely move. Solid cannot flow, but it can be heaved. Liquid can flow from, we know that, higher to lower level. And gases can flow in all directions. In case of solid, it has very strong intermolecular force. Very important. Very strong intermolecular force. In case of liquid, intermolecular force less as compared to solid. So its intermolecular force is less as compared to solid. And in case of gas, intermolecular force is negligible. In case of solid, intermolecular space is very small. In case of liquid, intermolecular space is small, which is more than solid. And in case of gas, intermolecular space is very large. In case of solid, it can has any number of free surface. In case of liquid, it has only one free surface, and in case of gas, it has no free surface. So students, in our first chapter only explanation about matter has given, states of matter also given. We have explained, we have already explained, and the characteristics of solid, liquid and gases already told, and why the interconversion of states of matter is there, that is also we have explained. And lastly, we are distinguishing between the properties of solid, liquid and gases. I hope what I explained, it will help you to understand the particular chapter. Please go through the chapter very well. Also the exercises, and please learn the chapter very seriously. If you have any query, any doubt, you can consult with me. Thank you very much.